We're both sick.
We're not sick. We're recovering. Your cells believe what you tell it. They don't know the difference between the truth and the lie. Wait, hold on. My stomach has something to say. What was I just talking about? This is the craziest story. When you tell your body something, it responds. Are you speaking life into people or are you speaking death? The mind is so powerful, and I just wish we understood to tap into that
Have
more.
you really never, ever felt half empty?
The bad thoughts creep in. Depression, not getting up off the couch, not wanting to create.
What led you to be in that kind of space to experience that?
Ooh. Not only are we proof, but we're going to show people how, if you just step out and just do it, we're literally going to show people how it's done.
It's a little bit of therapy that we're doing because we're helping people feel comfortable in their own skin. I wasn't expecting it to be like that when I got into this kind of work.
Oh, you just made me think something. It's the show that brought us together.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers to Crosstalk Podcast.
Let me give you guys a secret about this motherfucker here. And mind you, he did that with a full load on his fucking back. Like, when I met him,
what do you mean?
A full load.
I just want you guys to know how fucking dedicated I am to the show. I mean, it's on my part that I'm late with this episode because a bunch of stuff happened, right? But it's so nice outside right now. It's like 75 degrees. It's 9 p.m. I'm technically done with work, and I could go for a really nice long walk and cigar, but I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna edit, and make something that is worth your time because you deserve it. You deserve to enjoy life. You deserve to enjoy the time that you have, and your attention is the most precious thing that you should be taking care of. So I want to make sure that whatever we're putting out there, that it's something that is worth your time and your energy. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I cannot wait to see the next one. Peace.
So welcome to the Lucky Sergio Show. We just did our first live stream together.
Bro, I loved it. I loved that people were so engaged and excited and dropping in and showing us love, man. It's just incredible. Like, how did you feel, bro?
I felt good. There was a lot of, love and support in the comments. I think we did a really good job at flowing with each other and asking very meaningful, important questions, engaging with the audience. Every time the camera isn't on, we have some of the juiciest conversations.
Yeah, we do,
literally, what the heck? We need to have a camera on us all the time.
We need to get on Big Brother so they can just watch us all day.
Which is that a show?
Yeah, I was challenged. You don't even know about Big Brother. Oh my God, yeah, it's Big
You
Brother.
have to put me onto a lot of these.
Where people live in one house and there's cameras everywhere and they're constantly filmed. And it's been around on CBS for maybe over 20 years.
Oh.
Reality show, yeah, it's huge.
It's a family watching each other.
No, it's not even family. It's different guests, and they bring in different celebrities, and they're forced to live in this house together.
Oh, it's a reality.
It's a reality show. Could you imagine us with the cameras? Oh my God! Stay tuned. You never know.
Honestly, I could picture that. I can see that eventually once we get this show off the ground and get a lot more engagement and bigger following and can afford to have someone with us. I can see that happening. Where
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
24/7.
That would be interesting. I'm here for it though.
We're both currently ill right now. We're both sick.
We're not sick. We're recovering. You got to speak to your body nice.
Right.
Because your cells believe what you tell it. They don't know the difference between the truth and the lie. So we are not sick. We are recovering from something that tried to attack us, but we're not allowing that. So we're in recovery mode.
But see, that's kind of like a mindset shift. Why is that important? What's the importance of shifting your perspective with things like this?
Perspective can shape reality. Wait, hold on. My stomach has something to say.
Subscribe.
Anybody who heard that?
Every time that happens,
Anybody heard that T-Rex noise? Oh, my God. But yeah, what was I just talking about?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hungry, but I'm not going to eat. The mind shift, what you say shapes your reality. I've learned to talk to myself nicely, not to talk down to myself, not to talk about me being sick. I just say, I'm recovering, I'm getting through this, or I'm not sick, I'm okay. And literally, your body will respond to what you tell it, you know, and I don't think people realize the magic of words, mindset.
Where'd you pick that up from, and how long have you been doing that for?
I would say I've been doing it since I was a kid, but I didn't understand it until my early 40s.
And what sparked that as a kid?
This is the craziest story, but it's a good story. I was a kid. Maybe I was 7, 8 years old. Went through a lot of abuse. We've discussed that before. Mm. And my grandfather was known for beating me and my brother horribly, like really bad. So one day I had broken a dish in the house by mistake. My grandmother put me on punishment. And the punishment was you had to go in the room where we had a lot of mice, roaches, water bugs. And I had to sit in the room in the dark, and there was like a big closet. Man, I had to stick my legs underneath it and sit in the dark. And you could feel like roaches running. Really? Yeah, this was horrifying. So my punishment was to sit there until my grandfather got home from work.
Yeah.
And I remember being in that chair, sitting on the floor rather, with my legs underneath, and I started to pray. Because I was going to church, and they was like, if you pray, you know, things happen. So my prayer was, God, I don't want to get beat. I'm laughing because, you know, this is what kids say. Please make him tired and come home too tired to beat me. You know, I was literally praying and saying this. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Fast forward to hours later, I'll never forget because you could hear the sound of my grandfather's keys, because he carried keys like a fucking janitor. And as he's putting the key in the door, you can hear it creak open. And we had this thing called a fox lock. A fox lock was an iron rod that would go into the door, but also connect to the floor, old school lock. You could hear the iron. And I was like, oh my God, my grandfather's here. I'm about to get beat. I was preparing myself to kind of get beat, bloody. I don't know what was going to happen. And as soon as he walked in the door, he says to my grandmother, honey, I'm so tired. I don't know why. I was driving home, I was fine, and I just got tired, and I just need to go lay down. And he's like, I can't deal with Walter. You know, my real name is Walter. I can't deal with Walter today. I'm just going to go lay down. In that moment, I didn't understand it. But as an adult, I understand that prayer or anything in the form of words, when we say it, we're actually saying something that we're talking or pushing into existence. And that was a full moment of manifestation of me constantly saying this thing that I needed and I wanted. And I really wanted it bad. Like, I did not want a beating. I wanted him to go to bed. I was hoping he would be tired, but I didn't realize the power of me focusing on that thing I wanted, and it actually happened. Now, utilizing that as an adult, I now know that if I tell my body I'm not sick, I'm not sick. Because when you tell your body something, it responds and it gives you that. And a lot of times when we respond to fear, we respond to things we don't like, or we look in the mirror and we don't like the reflection. It's really our mindset. When we adjust those things, we adjust our life.
So it's like saying negative things, negativity is like speaking it into existence, like reinforcing our minds and our bodies to believe that thing.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we become that thing.
100%. And it's actually helped me later in life with my heart surgery. Because right before going into heart surgery, shout out to Ty Hunter, I was nervous, even though one of my superpowers is that I don't show fear. I'm very good under fire. But I remember getting the news that I needed heart surgery. There was fear in my heart, and I was like, oh my God. You know, I didn't show that, but that's how I felt. Maybe a tear came down my eye. And I called Ty that morning, and he said to me, oh, you're going to be fine. God's not done with you. Your life is not over. Call me after surgery. You got a lot more living to do. I believed what he said.
Why did you believe what he said?
I have no idea.
Was it the way he said it?
It was the conviction. He was so sure that he made me sure. Again, not only how you speak to yourself, but how you speak to other people. Are you speaking life into people, or are you speaking death?
What do you think allowed him to share that conviction, that moment with you? How was he able to do that?
Because that's how he lives his life. Ty never questions what's going on. He just feels like whatever's going on in his life, no matter what people perceive it as bad or good, it's purposeful and it's leading him somewhere. He doesn't fight the flow of his life. He moves with the flow. By him sharing that belief that I was going to be okay, it forced me to believe that I was going to be fine. Even my wife was like, what is wrong with you? Like, you know, you're about to have, they said you have 10% chance of surviving the surgery. You're sitting here telling me that you're going to wake up in a couple hours and You know, and then literally I remember the next morning when she came to the hospital, I was sitting in a chair and they're like, what the fuck are you doing out of the bed? You just had surgery literally yesterday. It's not even 24 hours and you're sitting up in the bed, like with all these things coming out of your chest. Yeah, because I told myself that's what's going to happen. The mind is so powerful, and I just wish we understood to tap into that more.
See, 10% is a lot less than 100%, 90% less, but 10% is also more than 0%.
That part, right? You better go ahead with the math. You better go on ahead.
It's perspective.
It is. And I've always been more of a half full person. We're almost there, you know what I mean? That's been my kind of thought pattern my entire life. And I've always thrived more when I was around people who thought that way.
Have you really never, ever felt half empty?
Well, I would say I had moments where because
What did
the
that
bad
look
thoughts
like?
creep in.
And what did those moments look like?
Depression, not getting up off the couch, not wanting to create. Woe is me. I'm the victim. Everything that happens to me is happening to me, not for me.
And what led you to be in that kind of space, to experience that?
Decisions. I was choosing to believe what the world told me about myself instead of believing what I knew. Oof.
What was the world telling you about yourself?
It was reflecting itself onto me, making me think that I was everything that I wasn't. It was making me believe that I wasn't enough, that I needed more things outside of myself to complete myself.
More things?
Yeah, like I needed to have these clothes. I needed to be around these people. I needed to experience these events. I needed to be on this red carpet. I needed to have a certain amount of money to start this. I needed...
And why needed?
I felt I needed because that's what other people told me. Not realizing that everything I needed was already sitting right here the whole time. These hands, fingers, my thoughts... Not realizing that the people that I respected so much and admired so much and held in such high regard, all they had was their own personal resources with themselves, and they had to find their way through. And then the things they got to complement or build or to excel to higher levels, but it all started with just themselves and just believing in that moment, which is why we started this show. Why we started so scared and, you know, and with these weird feelings, not knowing where we were going. Not only are we proof, but we're going to show people how, if you just take the leap of faith, you know what I mean? If you just step out and just do it, we're literally going to show people how it's done.
We started by you coming on as a guest on the Crosstalk podcast, sharing your story. I mean, how long between then and us actually talking about this, how much time went by?
A couple months, like we were talking about it and we were dancing with the idea of doing this.
We started with give them their flowers.
Yes.
That's what we started with.
Oh my God, how funny is that, a full circle moment?
And we got pretty deep into that. We, you know, went through a plan and strategy.
Yeah, but it was more of you helping me with something, a project that I was doing, and then you stepping in to really help me build that. Then it blossomed into something else because we realized that we had a connection.
Yeah, no, it's exactly that. It's like, you know, okay, you have this idea, like, how can we bring it to life? And then I think we both got to a point where we just knew we had to just do something together and
it was
just
you.
do it.
Because you was like, you literally just said, we need to record these conversations. Like, we're having such great conversations. I was like, yeah. I was like, let's do that one day. And then when we actually saw what it looked like with us talking together, it was just like, this is a no-brainer.
Yeah, the first one was at Lifetime, right?
Yeah, like, it was
that was
like, this needs to happen. Like how crazy is this? And it literally went from something that we're going to talk about today in more detail. It went from something from you wanting to support me because you believed in me and what I was doing, and you believed in my energy, what you saw in that podcast. You believed that I had a light that needed to shine. But also, while you were not on camera as much, but more behind the scenes in that moment, the light you recognized in me was the light I recognized in you. And we were seeing each other's light and not intimidated by it. And we I think we briefly talked about this the other day, how we just wanted to be in the same rooms and just to create together. And I haven't met anybody like that I wanted to be around that much and really do this the way, who was inspired, but not only inspired, but just as talented. Beyond your talent, how much I could absorb and learn from you. You sparked my curiosity to really start to learn again.
I can say the same. It's a lot of work directing, creating to help other people bring their dreams to life, hold them accountable. Also, it's a little bit of therapy that we're doing because we're helping people feel comfortable in their own skin, be on camera, how they sound and what they say and what people might think. I wasn't expecting it to be like that when I got into this kind of work. It's allowed me to just develop a lot more tools that I didn't know would be helpful.
Oh, you just made me think something.
What are you thinking?
Self-therapy is therapy for others. When you work on yourself, you're showing an example of what it looks like and then inspire others to do the same. And as we're speaking about therapy, shout out to our sponsor, Corey.
Shout out.
Crosstalks
Crosstalk
Podcast. We love you.
Corey and Irene, co-host of the Crosstalk Podcast.
Yes.
Fucking A, it's a nonprofit.
We love you guys.
If you guys want to support them, we'll put a little link in the description. All donations go into fully developing an episode, getting guests on who are survivors of addiction or in recovery, who are giving back to the community, making a difference, sharing their story, inspiring others for change. A lot of people have gotten sober, gone to meetings because of that show.
Yes,
And
it's the show that brought us together.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers to Crosstalk Podcast.
We love you, Corey.
Check it out.
See, we always thinking. You were so selfless. You just saw that you didn't even know what ideas I had, but you knew that there was something brewing in my mind. We had a conversation. I explained to you. And then instantly you went into this whole, I know how we can do this. I can help you with this and we can film this. You started to organize my idea better than I organized it, to be honest. And let me give you guys a secret about this motherfucker here. He literally came and took my whole idea and then actually my life as of now and organized me and showed me the importance of why being organized. Because I'm very much loosey-goosey. You know this about me. I'm on the edge of my seat when, want to just do things and throw it out there and just try it because I'm very good with improv and just I'm on the edge of my seat.
And that's a strength.
It is. But another strength is being organized and taking that chaos, giving it some organization so that it allows you to really flourish from those moments and really build something amazing. So you are definitely the missing puzzle piece. I mean that, bro.
When I met you, what I saw was like someone who was willing to show up and do the work, very creative, open to learning, and collaborative. I think the part that really separates you from most everyone else who has those things is your background as a creative, really giving care to what you put out there and paying attention to the things that most people overlook because it takes time and it takes a lot of thinking and thought. As soon as I saw that, on top of like your giant heart, I knew that I would do whatever it takes to just make sure that whatever's going on here just keeps on moving.
And mind you, he did that with a full load on his fucking back. Like when I met him,
what do you mean?
A full load. Not that y'all nasty. Y'all just as nasty as him.
Why did you say it like that? The way you said it.
But he was carrying a load.
I'm willing to bet no one who's listening thought that you were going in the direction you think you were going in.
If they're my friends, they thought that. Because I thought it as soon as you said it, and you thought it. So. Oh my God, he is so ridiculous,
oh my
y'all.
God, if I was white, I'd be a red cherry tomato right now.
But he was literally
a full load on his back. Like,
please stop.
Just say he was busy, like he was just doing a lot, not a full load on his back.
Okay, he was doing a lot with a full load on his back. He was carrying everything. But seriously, like he's editing a show, onboarding new clients, and there honestly may not have been room for me to step in, but because he believed, he saw that spark, he took a risk, he took a chance.
Oh, when I see something that I really believe in and I know like there's something there, I make time for it.
Yeah.
100%.
And he made time for me, which made space for me. And because he made time for me.
And you made time for it too.
I did.
That's why we're both here. We're making time for each other.
Because you were passionate, you were real, I felt the energy. And again, this is a prime example of why supporting people is something that we all should do a lot more of. And just, it doesn't take much to support. Just to click a like, to share something, or to give somebody words of encouragement, let them know that you see them, to acknowledge those that who have actually helped you and helped you build something. A lot of times it's never really the people that you grew up with or you knew or were there to watch you through the journey and what you've been through. It's usually new people. And here it is again with us being, new in each other's life, relatively new over the last 2 years. You came in with the support that only I would say a mother's love kind of support. You know what I mean? That unconditional, look at my baby can do it. My baby can do anything. And I felt so empowered by that. And I think people underestimate the power of just what support can do in somebody's life to really give them the wings to fly.
Wow. Speaking of support, if you guys are enjoying the show, hit the like button, subscribe so that you never miss an episode, and hit the bell notification so that you're notified of every episode that goes out. Leave a comment on what's resonating so far with you and what you would like to hear us talk about. We're going to be digging into things that most people don't talk about in the rooms and having the uncomfortable conversations that most people avoid. So whatever you can think about, whatever are at the center of your desires, leave a comment down below and we'll find a way to make it happen. Lucky Sergio Show.
That was not smacking my ass either.
That's going to be your opener, just a nice big ass in the camera, smacking the booty.
That's a new way to say cut.
Instead of the clapper, you have someone's ass in the camera, someone giving it a big smack.